Good morning, children. So far we have done fractions and I have taken already a test and most of you have done well. Now let us move on to the other part of the chapter, that is decimals. Last year itself you learnt what are decimals. Now let us revise once again. Even fractions also you learnt, but we have revised, isn't it? Now, often we see teachers awarding marks as 9.5 out of 10 or 9.5 out of 10. Now, is 9.5 and 9.5, do they represent the same value? Now let us see. Here I have taken half, okay, a fraction of half. Here 9.5 is given, only half I have taken. What does this half mean? That means 1 is divided by 2. Half means 1 part out of 2. That is what we learnt in fractions, isn't it? That means we are taking 1 and dividing it by 2. Now let us see how many times 2 goes in 1. 0 times, because 1 is smaller than 2. So 1 minus 0 is 0. So 2 goes 0 times. We put 0 here. So subtraction 0. Now you can put a decimal point here and then bring down 1 0. Now what does this 1 become? It has become 10. Now how many times 2 goes in 10? 5 times. So 2 5s are 10. So we have taken 1 and divided it by 2 and we got a quotient of 0.5. So this shows that half is equal to 0.5. So first I asked you, is 9.5 equal to 9.5 like this? Yes, both are same. What have we done here and what have we done here? Here we have written half as 0.5. That is 9 plus 0.5. Here we have expressed the marks as a decimal, and here we have expressed it in the form of a fraction. That is the only difference. Now, what is a decimal? Let us learn. Here I said decimal. No, let us define it. A decimal is another way of expressing a fraction. So here we have taken half. We have expressed this half, a fraction, in the form of a decimal. Then what is this decimal? Is it greater than 1 or less than 1? All the numbers that are written to the right of the decimal point are less than 1. They have the value less than 1. That is the definition of fractions also. We said a fraction is a part of a whole, isn't it? And then we have written the other types of fractions. But here also, here 9.5. What does this 9.5 represent? This 9.5 is greater than 9 but less than 10. It is greater than 9 but less than 10. So here we have written this 9.5 as a decimal. And here we can also write it as 9.5 like this. But we have expressed this fraction of half in the form of 0.5, 0.5. So the expression, the way of expressing a fraction in the form of a decimal is called as a decimal fraction. Now, can all fractions be defined like that? Let us see. So let us take an example half, and here 1 by 5 we have taken and we have divided it. We got 0.2. And then I have taken 1.3 and tried to express it in the form of a decimal. Now let us see. 3 goes 0 times, 1 minus 0, 0. And I kept a decimal and brought down 1 0. You can bring as many zeros as you like, but each time 1 1 0. Next, 3 goes 3 times, 3 3s are 9, 10 minus 1, 10 minus 9, 1. Again you can add 1 0. Again it becomes 10. Again 3 goes 3 times. So this goes on and on. So 1 by 3 is a never ending. It keeps on going, 0.3, 3, 3, 3, 3. But when you have taken 1 by 5, you have no remainder at all. It is divisible completely, whereas here you get a decimal. So here we have expressed fractions where you got here 1 by 5 we have taken, isn't it? If you have 10, 100 or 1000 in the denominator, we call those fractions as decimal fractions. What are they? Decimal fractions. What is this, ma'am? You said decimal and also fractions. We are expressing this in the form of a decimal number. A decimal number. That is the only difference. All the fractions cannot be having, after division you will not get a 0, isn't it? They keep on going like this. So fractions where we have 10, 100 or 1000 in the denominators are expressed in the form of decimal numbers, and they are called as decimal fractions. Now let us take an example, 0.2. Here we read this as 0.2, as we call it as a number name, isn't it? Here this 0.2 can be written as 0 by 10. Why? How did you get this 10? Because after the decimal you are having only one place value. One place value, and this one place value can be written as 1 by 10. Suppose you have 0.25, then you will write it as 225 by 100. So here 2 by 10 we have written as expressed as a fraction, and when you have written as 0.2 we have expressed it in the form of a decimal number. So here there is only one place after the decimal point, isn't it? So this point we call it as a decimal point, and here 0.2 is a decimal number. What is this decimal number? Only one place is there. So the number of digits will represent you the decimal number. Now let us take another example, 1.14. We are reading it as, don't read it as 14. It is 14. After the decimal, we read it as 1, 2, 3 only, but never as 14, 25, 35, 11 like that. We read it as 1.14 as a number name. Then, so let us write it, how we got it. So 1 means it has 1 ones, and here this 1 after the decimal place is 1/10 of 1. It is 1/10 of 1, and 4 is 1/100th of 1. 1/100th of 1. So that way we write it in the expanded form. And this 1 ones are means 1 into 1, and 1/10th you have to read it as 1/10th. Remember, there is no ones, there is only tenths. The first place after the decimal is called as tenths place. THS, tenths place. And the second place after the decimal point is called as hundredths place. And the third place after the decimal is called as thousandths place. Now here we have only two places. Okay. So here 1/10 can be written as 1 by 10, and 4/100ths means it is 4 parts out of 100 parts. So here we have written it as a fractional form. Here 1/10, 1 by 10 and 4 by 100. We have written in the form of fractions. So this way of writing the expanded form is called as the fractional form. And now when we express, can we express 1 by 10 in the form of decimal? Yes. 1 by 10 is also equal to 0.1, and 4 by 100 can be written as 0.04. So here we have represented the same number, that is 1.14, in the form of decimal form. Here we have expressed in decimal form. And here you have two places after the decimal. This shows the decimal number. So decimal number 2 means it has the number that we are talking about has 2 places after the decimal point. Listen, here 2.1, only one place after the decimal point. That is, decimal number is 1 here. Decimal number is 2 here, because 2 places are there after the decimal. So this way we can express the decimals. Here also we have a place value chart. Now, how to express 5234.567? Let us see. Here, as usual, we have ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. This you all know. You have been learning since the lower classes, isn't it? Now, here in this, we are learning newly about 1/10ths, 1/100ths, 1/1000ths, and that is 1/10, 1/100, 1/1000. Now, how to read this? How to arrange it in this place value chart? 5 in thousands place, 2 in hundreds place, 3 in tens place, 4 in ones place. This you know, you have learnt already in the previous classes. Now here, decimal place we don't show it in the, in the place value chart, but 5 tenths, 6 hundredths, 7 thousandths. This we have expressed in the fractional form, and now so you can write it in the expanded form this way also. 5 into 100, 5 into 1000, 2 into 100, 3 into 10, 4 into 1. And this 5 is 500 tenths, we are saying no, 5 tenths, 5/10. 6 hundredths means 6/100. 7 thousandths, 7/1000. And this 5 into 1000, 5000, 2 into 100, 200, 3 into 10, 30, 1 into 4, 4. And here 5/10 can be written as 0.5, 6/100 0.06, and 7/1000 can be written as 0.007. So this way we represent the decimals in the place value chart also. So all of you, a small exercise will be given to you. Write the definition of the decimals and then draw the place value chart neatly in your book. I think you are maintaining a new book. Already we have covered 5 chapters. Write the name of the chapter clearly, neatly, and put the date and draw the place value chart and represent any number. I have given one example. You give another example and draw neatly with borders on all the 4 sides with date, chapter number. Very, very important. Many of you are not doing that, but be very strict. Do the work neatly and clearly and submit to me. Thank you.